Hey everyone, it's Jay here. Welcome to another stop video. We're going to talk about AVCT, one of our old friends. Been running up really nicely here for AVCT. Was actually having a red day and reversed that, so going absolutely strong here. Change of things because before it was hard to hold gains, but now it's doing a straight line up 36% over the last 5 days here. And if we actually stretch it a bit further, about 50% here since about December 20th, running nicely to the upside. Doesn't have a whole lot of uh, in terms of the cost to borrow, like a Mullen or HKD, different kind of cost to borrow here at play, around 30%, but still running up really nicely and steadily, not on overly heavy volume here. 2.26 million shares traded today. 5.43% to the upside. Again, as I mentioned, did have some selling pressure earlier on the day, brought it down a little bit, and just continue to climb the staircases, as you guys can see, building nice bottoms, and solid buying comes in, and what happens? Yeah, you climb the staircases and you move to the upside. So $1.36, this is actually pretty key here, and the reason why I'm actually starting to make the video here, because it was one of the key levels that we talked about before. I'll have a look at the TA in a second here. Market cap moving up to 44.15 million here. Average volume 3.73 million shares, so it's not like FOMO volume is totally setting in here to chase into the AVCT run. And 50% is a very nice run that it's been placed on. And we haven't really seen like a huge drawback or fall off yet in AVCT because that, as I mentioned, that big volume really haven't materialized yet. For those of you absolutely new to AVCT, let's do a quick refresher. They do have large enterprise customers who they again partner work with. You got IBM, AT&T, Microsoft. Microsoft's one of particular interest here, and again, one of their main points that they have is the Candy platform, and they actually retained Northland Capital Markets to help with the company to develop a strategic review process, which could lead to the sale of the company entirely or selected assets. Just to refresh memories, AVCT was actually offered. There was a non-solicited offer of $9 per share acquisition that they turned down. Again, this is a while ago when the stock was trading at a much higher rate here, but it is right now below the below again way below that $9 mark, right? But Candy platform is rumored, so that's why a lot of AVCT followers do check out the Candy Communications Twitter quite religiously just to see if there's any dark periods or any quiet periods that could indicate potential sale or acquisition coming in where nobody posts or talks about it, right? So I've been following along here, and just holiday greetings here, very standard stuff. So not too many changes here. So it doesn't appear to be the reason that's running up. But again, something could be in the works, or maybe somebody knows something, and stock is moving quite nicely. We don't see any new catalysts coming out. When we review the actual AVCT for their PR releases, the last one is still about the dilution that happened, which is the offering, 10 million registered direct offering. Again, this was needed, right, for the finances to continue to run business ops. And we can also see for the presentation here, that's the latest one that they have on here, the demand for cloud technology is increasing, and expect again, it could achieve $100 billion by 2025, which is actually, we're in 2023 now, so a couple of years down the road, right? So lots of growth opportunities here, and you can absolutely see why people would want to jump into the industry to try to get something like a Candy platform to help with their company growth as well. It would be a great, very good addition there. So AVCT moving up here, and let's go ahead and take a look to see where we are sitting at. So yeah, as I mentioned, the cost to borrow is around 30%. Shortable shares are actually getting less and less, 85,000, but there wasn't a whole lot to begin with. For most of December, sometimes you had pretty much none, right? So as you can see, sometimes there was quite a lot of shortable shares back in November, October, but now it's a very low amount here. As the cost to borrow starts to go on an uptrend, went as high as 42%, but not quite a triple digits, right? So we'll see if it does continue to squeeze or technical analysis side of things, we can see AVCT has crossed over the blue line here. Each candlestick represents 1 day of trading time. So on the daily time frame here, we can see it's crossed over the blue line, over the 50-day moving average, and trying to confirm the upside here. RSI is over 50, which tends to mean this stock is traveling in an upwards direction when it's between 50 to 70 or even higher, showing lots of bullish momentum. When we head over here to look at our previous levels, I still have the line here because that's kind of where the support was lost and turned into resistance. But as we can see, picked up the Vegas tunnel over here and now creeping over that 127 key's previous support level because it's supporting the stock on its way down, turned into resistance. And now you can see the big turnaround happening here as AVCT makes the turn. So we'll see if it does start to climb these key levels here. So again, first levels first, there's a mini gap over here at around the $1.47. That was this one over here. And if we go higher, we're looking at about $1.61, 64 around there. And if it moves higher, we're looking at 188 and then ultimately up here at about $2, being the psychological number. If it does trend higher and take out this $2 range here, this previous gap was actually filled, but it could be a factor at 220. But given that, that would mean AVCT has to move quite a lot of space. It's not saying it can't, has shown that it's capable before, but we'll see what happens in the next TA update. Or if we get some additional volume here, if a PR release does come out talking about potential of a sale or anything else like that, look for the stock to make absolute monstrous moves as well. AVCT does have a lot of eyes and following on it, and we'll see where it goes from here. So as always, thanks again for watching the video. Make sure you do follow and subscribe. This way you don't miss any AVCT updates, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.